Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, and thank you for joining me here on America Speaks Blog Talk Radio, where America gets to speak. My name is Paula Flo, and I want to thank you for being here with us today. Right now, I'm at the University of Hawaii, and I'm in a classroom filled with students. I actually am a graduate myself. I received my master's degree in education from UH in 1989. Was anybody born yet? Please, somebody raise their hand. Okay. Well, before we get started, I'm actually going to have Dr. Deitch, Dr. Jim Deitch. He invited me to speak here today, so he is actually going to open up the show. Here you go, Dr. Jim.
Oh, thank you for being here. You know, this is a class in parenting, and your being here as a child advocate is going to teach them a great deal. You've been a friend of mine for a good number of years, and you've been through the university and teaching in my classes at least once every semester. And I really want to thank you for being here. In class, we're going to have a really great time today because Paula Flo puts her body where her action is, okay? So she's one of those kind of people that goes out there and does it. Now, I'm a little bit older, and I'll stand up there and preach, but she gets out there, and she's not afraid to stand on the steps of the Supreme Court or go to jail or whatever she needs to do for the welfare of children. And maybe someday one or two or three of you might be a Paula Flo kind of person. What I hope as in the short run is that you'll be great parents. And Paul, again, thank you for being here, and thank you for being a friend of mine.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Deitch, for having me here. And before you go away, Dr. Deitch, I have a few questions for you. While the United States of America is listening to America Speaks right now, I want to hold up this wooden board. And if there's anybody out there with a camera, I hope you take this picture and put it on Facebook, because people need to know that in 19 U.S. states, teachers are allowed to take this wooden board, strike American school children on their buttocks with this wooden board for gaining their obedience. And this is primarily targeted at our school children who are poor whites, children of color, children having autism, particularly those having nonverbal autism. And for the last 7 years, since I've learned that this is going on in American schools, I've been campaigning to have this brought to an end. And now for my question for Dr. Jim Deitch. Dr. Jim, this is your child development class at the University of Hawaii. And I would like to know, does the University of Hawaii condone taking a wooden board, or yourself, you can speak for yourself, as a representative of an educator here on this campus, is this what you are teaching in your child development class, to take this board to have children learn how to obey by striking them for pain? What would you say to that, sir?
When I say that, I do not teach my students how to hit their children with a paddle. I'm against it, very much so. The laws of the state of Hawaii prevent this kind of behavior, although sometimes people do go to extremes. But I saw you on the steps of the Supreme Court, and you had a paddle. And if I remember correctly, and I do, one of the guards wouldn't let you take that into the Supreme Court building because he said it was a weapon. But the Supreme Court says it's not a weapon. It's just a piece of wood, a teacher tool. Okay. Well, I guarantee you I will never teach any of my students how to use that. In fact, this course is against violence against children in any way, shape, or form. And what we teach here is how to sit down and have a good conversation with your child. Most children, in fact all children, really want to do positive things to please their parents. Children want to belong to the family with significance. And that is not the way we teach our children to belong. Cooperation and contribution are the way. Paddles, never. And of course, I have a military background, and I'm used to violence, and I'm very much against it when it comes to children. Okay?
Oh, very good. That was a very thorough answer. And if I give you guys a quiz, how many would get a 10 out of 10? That this is to be avoided at all costs. Look at all the hands go up, America. I wish you were here. You can't see them, but every hand went up. Thank you so much. Now,